always there are comparisons in sporting world and Ronaldo versus Messi, Sachin versus Virat, and একই রকম comparison ফুটবলে চলে আসে Sunil versus Bhaichung. What are your thoughts?
I don't take it too seriously. There is no comparison. I mean, I was somebody who always idolized him and I am Vijay as strikers. I had the opportunity to play against Ayamda and I had the opportunity to play with and against Bhaichung and I've learned so much. Then I didn't take the comparison too seriously. 5 years back I didn't take it. Now I don't take it. It doesn't matter. I think it's more for the fans to talk about it and to indulge in a conversation. I don't take it too seriously. I don't think there is any comparison. He did his best, what he could do for the game and the country, and we all know what he has done. I'm trying my best to do whatever I can, and it'll keep going.
You know, known all these superstars from very close distance. You are of course one of them. Virat Kohli's সঙ্গে তোমার খুব ভালো সম্পর্ক. If you were to take one quality from Virat Kohli, what would that be?
I think his dedication, and I think just pure confidence in his skills. He really backs himself. Now I'm close to him. I'm really fond of him, and the way he's dedicated and the way he backs himself is something that I would really love to learn, which I do also. Whenever we talk, it's all about the game and the pressure and the food and this and that and some jokes. And yeah, he's somebody who is very confident without being overconfident, and somebody who's very dedicated.
এই রিসেন্ট বিরাটের এই যে একটু ল্যাক অফ ফর্ম যাচ্ছে, ইউ থিঙ্ক হি উড বি ব্যাক ভেরি সুন?
I know he will be. Not think, I know he will be. He's
too good.
He's too good.
সচিন, যদি একটা কোয়ালিটি নিতে হয় সচিনের থেকে?
Oh man, you know that's the time that we used to watch a lot of cricket. Sadly now, because I also have my own career, we don't watch.
ক্রিকেট খেলেছো কখনো?
Yeah, I used to when I was younger, and that's the time when we all grew up watching Tendulkar. No matter what you did in your life, you watched Tendulkar. Yes. As simple as that. I don't think anyone can enjoy the kind of fan following he did. We were just pure fans. Every household, every player. You wanted to be a guitarist, you were Tendulkar's fan. You wanted to be a footballer, you were Tendulkar's fan. You are just a normal office goer, you were Tendulkar's fan. So yeah, just the way he gave us joy in the 90s is what I'm really thankful. There's so many qualities that he had.
মানে তুমি যা কাজ করতে সব বন্ধ করে টেন্ডুলকারের খেলা দেখতে চাও?
Not me, everyone. There was only 2-3 channels. There wasn't much stuff going on. There was no social media. If Tendulkar is batting, the country shuts. And I'm not trying to exaggerate. That was the case. You know it, I know it. When he played, we shut. As simple as that. So yeah, so much joy he gave to us. So many games that you remember that he played and made us happy. Yeah, and when I met him, I told him that growing up, we were huge cricket fans, primarily because of him.
আরেকটা জিনিস যেটা তোমাদের তিনজনের মধ্যে খুব কমন, তুমি, বিরাট, সচিন, সেন্স অফ ন্যাশনালিজম. সো আই থিঙ্ক ইউ ওয়ার বর্ন উইথ ইট. তোমার বাবা আর্মিতে ছিলেন, সেখান থেকে এটা এসছে আরও বেশি করে.
That's maybe one of the main reasons, but it just what I've got in my life, the gratitude has to come. To play for 20 years, to enjoy the kind of life I enjoy, to be where I am, it's a dream. If 20 years back, if you had met me and said, you know what, here is a pen and paper, write what you want in your life, I couldn't have written what I've got. So I've got a life beyond my imagination. So the least I can do is to be thankful to people around me, to this country, to everyone who is my countryman, and that's what I try to do. It is just but obvious to come the kind of feeling that I have for the country.
অনেকে আমি দেখেছি আর্মি ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড থেকে স্পোর্টসম্যান, even someone like Gautam Bhattacharya, every time he played Pakistan, he said, I'm also playing for Kashmir, blood boils extra. You come from an army background, your father was in the army. এরকম কোনো কিছু হয় every time you play Pakistan or somebody?
We haven't played Pakistan for a long time, but the feeling is same when I play against anyone. When you get a nice elbow in the second minute, no matter which team you're playing against, the blood boils, especially when you're playing for the jersey blue. So yeah, I will not be able to tell you how I feel playing against Pakistan because we haven't played for a long time. But whenever I don the national team jersey, I want to give everything that I've got. especially now, because I know I've played 120 plus games and I don't have 120 left. So whatever games I have left, I want to give everything that I've got because it's going to end soon.
কোনো কিছু ঠিক করেছো নিজের জন্য, ইউল প্লে কিপ অন প্লেইং অ্যাজ লং অ্যাজ ইউ এনজয়?
As long as I enjoy, as long as I feel motivated, and as long as I can contribute to the team.
You look remarkably confident, self-assured and calm. এরম যদি কাউকে কোনো ইয়াংস্টারকে বলা হয় যে আমি সুনীল ছেত্রীকে দেখে এলাম, লোকটা এই কোয়ালিটিগুলো করে, কিন্তু সে জিজ্ঞেস করবে যে আমার জন্য তার মান্ত্রা কি, what would be your mantra for budding footballers?
I think back yourself and keep working hard. Do not think too much about what people have to think or say. That's one thing that I've learned in my life. Whatever is in your hand, যেটা তুমি করতে পারো, do it to the best of your capability. Be honest to yourself and rest, leave it. Don't stress, because you can never control what happens externally. If the coach likes you or not, if people like you or not, if people want to bring you up or down, nothing is in your control. So don't stress. What is in your hand is to make sure you work really hard, you be disciplined, and you have a vision and you go at it. The rest things will take care of it.
Final question before we close this exclusive session with you. I am told you have spectacularly failed in one area, that is বউকে রান্না করে ভালো কিছু খাওয়ানো।
Yeah. I think
একটা omelette I am told you tried.
no, I generally cook good omelette for her, but that particular incident that she probably was telling you is when sadly she got dengue and we were inside the lockdown.
Okay.
So I was trying to cook something for her. I made some chole, which chole alada, masala alada hoye gechilo cookere, and then because I was so tense about the chole, I burned the eggs also, and she has not left any soul. She has told everyone. I hope I rectify that. I'm not a great cook, but I can cook to survive. So one day probably I'll clean my mistakes and make a good decent meal for her.
So Derby hat trick and masala, one good masala omelette.
Yeah, the later one is more important.
Later one is more important. Finally, has COVID taught you anything?
Yes, it has taught me that I knew a little bit already that your health is pride. It is the priority. You got to make sure that you spend more time with your family. Rest, everything is fine. I know we all are some way directly indirectly in a race. We all want to improve. That's human evolution. We all want to be a better version of ourselves. But to take a step back and think about your own health and to spend time with your family and friends is very, very important. Life is very, very fragile. We just get one life. So you make sure that no matter how fast you're running towards making your life count in your various professions, take a time off, take care of your health, eat well, spend time with your family, have a jolly time, and stay healthy and happy always.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful listening to you, Sunil. Take
Thank you.
care.